Hill and Zir are scaling picks. I think Liv Sandbox are just going to take the exact same game plan that they did game number 1, and I can't fault them for it. I don't think, with how good Chovy and Deft are playing, I don't think you're going to win straight-up games. Like, it's really easy to look at this draft and go, I think that in this
Mata
scenario...
for a very long time.
Yes.
Mata is the world's best Janna to have ever lived.
But it's effort, and like I think try to hard engage or like go for flashy.
He learned the Alistair. He learned the Alistair from Mata. That was definitely
and
a success.
his Alistair is still amazing.
Exactly,
right?
yeah.
Like it's
Chovy's doing it.
Woo!
All right. I actually was wondering. I was going through his solo queue just recently, and his Everfrost LeBlanc has certainly been taking some names, but not actually all that recently, to be perfectly honest. This is interesting.
Yes, please.
I mean, Ezreal is about...
Probably going to be found. I don't think Johan wins this.
No, exactly not. As the crashdown does come through, Attract Repel. Only going to get the stun onto Prince. As there's the flash forward. Johan going to have to try and get out of here, but he can't. Only has the Ghost, of course, as Deft trying to get some follow damage back in. But once again, another beautiful early game from Liv Sandbox. Is already 2 kills. And assist and a kill going over to Ezreal early in this lane. Just beautiful stuff. Kroko continuing his onslaught of the jungle. In fact, both of the neutral objectives available so far have been his. As there's a Zenith Blade forward. Solar Flare is going to connect as well. As there's the Magnet Storm and the Crashdown. Chovy, not a lot of cooldowns right now, but there is the Onslaught of Shadows. As Fate finds the Emperor's Divide, Johan just gets slammed into. Decent knock up there onto Summit as Chovy still alive, connects the chains there onto Summit, dives on forward, picks up his first kill of the fight. Vista gets out safely as Chovy continuing to try and contend with this one, and now Morgan maybe going a little bit too far forward. Fate at full health is still scary, as Chovy with his passive will send that clone towards the top side of the map, and the Rift Herald was taking
even though Azir is a late game character, in these like choke pointy skirmishes, he still has a lot of value. Summit.
Yeah, could be in trouble here, as he does have the Hextech Ultimatum, gets boot back, Kroko dives on in, as there it is. Ultimatum coming down, Morgan just having to watch as Fate flips another one. And Morgan's going to go down as well. No way that this Scion can 1 versus 3, and it's a double kill for the Azir. It's the day of the pigeons today, as both of them have been able to carry, this time far earlier on for Fate's Azir.
And Fate has been a stable player, but if Liv Sandbox keep us this tempo, and it's still a front-to-back teamfight composition that provides Chovy and Deft with some freedom.
Speaking of Chovy, though, he's now locked down Fate. Kroko's after him as Empress Divide only lands onto Vista. Fate is just going down so quickly, but the CC's there, and Johan gets baited in. God, effort has been so good today, as Chovy gets back to the safety of his turret.
But from this position on, you just can't really afford to, and this is a play that's, I think, being set up by Chovy.
Missing the Everfrost as well, which is a bit unfortunate.
And then it's still fine here, right? Like, but the fact that Fate immediately flashes back, Effort flashes in Exhaust, and then Fate can get on a couple of autos as well. Vista and Chovy are stuck behind the wall.
He would have been like a split second away from landing a Q there, as Kroko over the wall does have the Rift Herald in hand. Going to make things even more difficult for Morgan up here. As we have a look at the goal. Very, very important, as now Prince might be caught out of position, gets knocked back. Decent Solar Flare, but it's not going to be enough as Johan gets delivered a little bit more much-needed money. But still, there's a huge amount of pressure there developing towards the top side. Deft, though, he's going to take down an outer turret on the bottom side of the map, and we are in relative touching distance, I guess, when it comes to the gold.
Real problem is that Prince will not be alive for the Drake.
But also, getting Chovy's ultimate over and over again is really important, as Johan looking to get down here. And yep, that is a very dead Summit, as Chovy, if he gets this LeBlanc going, out they go as well. But in goes Chovy, finds the distortion into the back line as the exhaust immediately used onto Johan. He's just locked down for so long. The train finds one, but Summit heroically stands in the way. Denies all that CC, and it's just a quick pick onto Johan and Vista. Both of the horses taken out of commission, and Liv Sandbox looking towards a Baron right now. 22.5 minutes.
Fate's so good, man. He's able to stay alive there, able to do so much damage, and I think that as on life you think that you might be able to get the advantage there with a big flank from Johan into an ultimate. followed up by an okay engage from Vista. They don't want to give over this Baron though.
Yep, Morgan is going to grab a blue trinket, gets back into the pit as Chovy gets over the wall, back in again. Summit has locked down Deft as he cleanses, tries to get out, but he's not going to be able to. Now Morgan running for the hills as well. Chovy finds the chain onto Summit, but he's going to have to leave Morgan to die. As Croco just going to stand next to him, gets a bit of a boop there, as that looked a little bit dangerous. If we had a couple of extra zombie slaps, that would have been a dead bear man, but that's all right. No Baron is going to go down here, but Liv Sandbox getting even more kills.
And here yet again, we see the value of a Shurima shuffle in a choke point, right? And Deft can't join this fight until Fade is already flashed out. The immediate exhaust yet again coming through from Effort. And here we see in a mini Cosmos, we see that front to back, right? Where like Croco and Effort are just standing in that choke point and they're just defending Prince and Fade, and that's all you need to do. They kite back, they're able to get all their damage out before the dive inevitably comes, and then this is just straight up re-engage. There's no counterplay for Hextech Ultimatum as Defter. Unfortunately, Summit goes in for Flash Precision Protocol. And yeah, Morgan, not a lot you can do here, unfortunately. And as a whole, Hanwha Life kind of opting into the one thing that Liv Sandbox were looking for, which is an advantageous skirmish. I say
yeah, more chains connecting here onto Effort as he's going down low, but he's not actually going to die just yet. Morgan once again calls the train underneath the turret. This time, he's not quite as survivable. Now died 3 times. In fact, these are his first 3 deaths on the side now. No smite available. Hanwha Life Esports still go in for it. Decent Magnet Storm as Effort's going to get focused down. Another Zenith play. Deft flashes the wall to get himself over the back. Does go golden to avoid the Emperor's Divide, but he's in amongst about 11 people, and he will be taken down. Morgan gets a cool little knock up there as another Everfox comes down, and that is going to be the lockdown onto the Camille, but the Rel's going to fall as well, and Chovy can't do it all. Has to get out of here as Morgan, the zombie version, will at least get himself a control ward. Morgan is booking it, trying to get in there. The Baron goes down though, and unfortunately, the horse is just going to dive into his death. The Rel's going to follow. Both of these horses are way too excited, I think, as the Scion's going to set up a bit of a stun. Effort's going to get chunked, but he's a Leona. He doesn't care whether you throw damage into him, and it's a triple kill here for this Ezreal as the Zombie Scion once again sadly walks away. 18-6 now, the advantage for Liv Sandbox. Close to a 10,000 gold lead. Baron now, and the base is in trouble. True Shot Barrage actually going to deny the back of Chovy as well.
I think at this point, like again, Johan, you're 2 or 3 levels behind. You're never going to get that smite. 2 levels. And then this just feels disjointed with Vista also going in there, right? Like trying to maybe get a Hail Mary play, which if Deft and Morgan's there,
decimating
maybe.
Smash was actually interrupted by a bear slap. The Hextech Ultimatum eventually can flash out, but now the rest of the team is in trouble. Deft, decent position right now as the Emperor's Divide tidies up the backline. Chovy, where is he? He's now backing, trying to get back and start this one up with a decent phalanx as Morgan getting taken down extraordinarily low as in goes Vista. We have the Zombie Scion support as well as the Killer Instinct. Fate getting taken down low. Deft with a double kill so far as he goes down to his GA. Prince throws out the True Shot Barrage, and that's a little bit unfortunate as Summit over the wall gets himself the stun, and Deft is not going to... Oh, he flashes! No, not quite able to pick up the kill, but it looked so close to being amazing.
I thought he was going to do it! Would it have mattered? Probably not, but it would have been so cool for him to find the blow up. There comes the teleport. Summit, he wants to end this game, and Liv Sandbox with a statement gamer in game number 2.
Well, here's Johan. Let's see whether he can make something happen. As Chovy, no stopwatch, no chance. And yeah, Prince is going to take a celebratory horse kill as the Nexus will be taken down, and Liv Sandbox bring us to a game 3. I feel like we deserved it. Game 1 was so close, so back and forth. This one, far more of a slaughter as Liv Sandbox say, no, you're going to have to try harder than that. Hanwha Life Esports.
Honestly, like, I love that we get 3 games of this. Like I said, I thought in game number 1, it was... I don't know yet. I need
You've
to,
already
like,
written one down?
Yeah, no, but I don't know if that's actually...
so much work. Summit's Camille. I think maybe it's going to be worthy of a ban as we move to game number 3.
Especially the confidence with which he blinds it, which we talked about this